Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name today I'm making if what if Deku was the only female with a quirk, but it's two quirks. Today I'm not gonna skip to the birth. I'm gonna start where it all started. It all started when Izumi was playing in the sandbox, and then this Kaseki Bakugo and his goons came up and said, "Hey, this is my sandbox." And then Izumi said, "This is no one's sandbox. This is everybody's sandbox." Mommy, stop paying attention. And said, "This is no one's sandbox. This is everybody's sandbox." Kazuki was really upset about this because he's the supreme leader. Anyways, sorry about my way. I'm just talking because I'm talking. Anyway, Kazuki got so angry that he did an explosion on her. Izumi was really scared and she did her hand so, like pushing back her hand, and then there were ice over her, the ice on Izumi. Kazuki attacked before he could do anything to her. Everybody was surprised because they saw what happened and see that Izumi was really freaking out because she didn't know she can do that or think she can do that. When she did that, the Kazuki tried to attack her again, but she did the same thing over and over. And then the students called the kindergarten, the little kids called the teacher, and then the teacher see what's happening and said, "Stop!" And then the boy teacher used his quirk and said, "Stop." And then they got to the principal office. The principal called Izumi and Kazuki parents. When they did that, Izumi and Mizuki were so surprised to see each other. When they got inside the room, they saw that Bakugo was about to. They explained what Bakugo was going to do to Izumi. All the two students and the parents were surprised to see what Izumi was doing. And then when Midoriya's mother was going to pick her up, Izumi do something, had something in her hand, but he dropped. And then when he dropped, she wanted to pick it up, but she think about it and he pulled to her. And then they were surprised again because they thought she only had ice. Now it's telepathy. When they did that, Izumi said, Midori said she's going to the court doctor. When they got to the court doctor was so surprised to see that a girl was here. So Inko said if you could do a checkup on her. They said she doesn't. What are you talking about? She doesn't have a court. But Inko said please, and they did. When they did that, the doctor was so shocked about what they saw. They said your daughter has two quirks. When they did that, they said they were so surprised. Yet still, Inko was happy for her daughter. When they did that, Inko got home and said when they did the checkup, Inko got home with her daughter and said, "Okay, Inko, go upstairs and change. I'll make you some food, your favorite, Kasudan." Izumi was so happy about this because Cassidan is her favorite. When she got up and changed, she she put on her clothes and went downstairs to eat. And then Izumi asked, "Can I be a female hero?" And then Inko said, "Yes, you can, sweetie. You can be a hero, a great female hero that will show that a girl can do her thing." Midoriya was happy, but yet still nervous, because she wanted to really see if she can be a hero. And she was really happy. So she trained and trained hard to make her power go smoothly through her body, getting adapt to her body. She trained her eyes. She trained her telepathy. Her eyes is like the Ice Queen herself, not literally the Ice Queen, but an anime Ice Queen. I don't remember her name, either something. And then her telepathy came from the girl from One Punch Man. So she's going to be powerful. When she did that, she trained and trained until she can get through it. So she trained and trained, and she was like 4. Yes, you could say that. She trained with her mother. She trained with people that she knows. Her mother knows too. Some hero too. And then when she did that, she was getting the hang of it, and she was always surprised with it. And time passes by. Time passes by. Time passes by, and Midoriya is now in middle school. When she was in middle school, the teacher came. When she was in middle school, the teacher came in and said, "What does everybody fill out these papers and say?" But then the teacher said, "Who am I kidding? Everybody wants to be a hero, right? Everybody show off their quirks. Expect Izumi." And then Katsuki said, "Hey, teach, don't put me in the same school as these losers." Everybody was really not paying attention to, was looking at Katsuki because of how he's staying. But the females couldn't be heroes. I forgot, because they don't have powers. So the boys show off their quirk. And then one fateful thing happened when guys, I forgot to explain this. And the people that were in My Hero Academia are going to be all boys. So it's like all boys school. And then one thing happened. Izumi wasn't paying attention to Katsuki, but when school was over, when school was over, we all know that Midori is going to try for UA, so it's Bakugo, so I'm not going to explain that part. So when school was over, the Bakugo and his schoolmates came up to Izumi and said, "Hey, what you doing?" And then Izumi was minding her own business. She wasn't really paying attention to what Bakugo has to say. So when Izumi wasn't paying attention to what Bakugo said, Bakugo uses explosion, and then the explosion did hit her a little, but on the arm. When that happened, she uses her telepathy to push his Bakugo away from her. Him and his goon far away from her. When she did that, she ran out, and then when she did that, she used his eyes to numb the pain a little. When she did that, she was walking under a sword or some under some a bridge something. I don't really pay attention. When she did that, she walked, and then the sludge villain came behind her and said, "Ooh, you're looking good. I'm taking over your body." Before he could take over her body, she used his eyes to help her from being the takeover. Then the sludge villain came over and tries to come at her. And then before he could come to her, she uses an ice spear and throws it at him. And he thinks that it couldn't do anything. But you see, like in Frozen, it could freeze or something, freeze the body. So she did, and that's what happened. And he froze a little, but he wasn't froze enough. So she did that amount of time until he was frozen. And then then Alma came and said, "I'm here. Fear no worry." And when she did that, Alma was shocked to see that the sludge villain was in ice. And then he looked at Midori and said, "Who did this?" She said, All Might, it was me." And then All Might wasn't really sure. And then she showed a demonstration and said, a first female person using using an ice core. Very interesting. She asked him to explain her power. She said she has an ice quirk and telepathy quirk. When she explained it to him, she asked him if she could do something about the ice. She did. She melted half of it. Next, she takes breaks half of it, and put the sludge villain in two separate bottles. When she did that, she gave it to All Might. All Might put it in his pocket and said, before he go, Izumi said, "All Might, sir, can I have your autograph?" And then she gave him my autograph, but then she asked again, "All Might?" And then he said, "Huh?" She said, "Can I be a hero with this?" Then All Might said, "You can be a hero with a good heart and a good forward coming. Good forward coming future." And then Izumi believed that she can be a hero. So when she got home, she ate, and then All Might fly off. And then before she got home, she heard an explosion. And the explosion where she heard is when the Katsuki was in where was the sludge villain trying to take over his body. But before he could take over his body, Izumi ran in and using ice sword to cut him in half, and he did cut him in half. But then she uses some type of ice gel to put him in. Make sure it's secure that he can't come out. Then All Might appeared and said, "Hi, I'm here." And then he saw Izumi with Kazuki. Everybody was speechless and surprised of what she did, but also saying that, a girl can't have a quirk. And everybody was saying, but she did use some power, ice power. Then Izumi tried to get the blanket from somebody and wrapped it around Kazuki. Kazuki wasn't really up to her right now. And then When that happened, everybody, ev- every, the pro hero said, huh, "Hey you, wow, what was that?" She said, "It's ice magic." And then they said, "Huh, ice, you can use ice, okay." But they were still surprised because it was a girl who was doing ice magic. And then Midoriya tries to go. Then Midoriya gave. Then All Might said, I wonder, can she be my successor?" Then Midoriya gave Katsuki to the pro heroes. When she gave them to the pro hero, she ran off home. She got home, eat, and started to train her body for physical things, for her power to grow more stronger, and her telepathy to grow more stronger too. After that, few months of training, she wanted to go to UA, but then she heard that there's one person who can go to UA, so she wanted to try out. The rule has been lifted, so a girl can try out. When they go, Midoriya was really excited to try out, so she tried out, and everybody was looking at her because they never saw a girl here before, or a girl having a quirk. When they did that, they said Ochako was walking, but he wasn't. Ochako was walking, and then Midoriya was walking, not being nervous at all. And then Midoriya saw Ochako was about to fall, but then Midoriya uses her telepathy to bring him up back and said, "Hey, what? You can't fall on your first day." So they went inside the school to do a written test, and then they did the test, and then President Mike was explaining about the 1-point robot, the 2-point robot, and the 3-point robot. Before President Mike could explain about the 0-point robot, Lito opened his big mouth and said, "Huh? What about the zero? What about that robot? You didn't explain anything about that robot. I'm utterly disappointed in this school for not explaining." Another thing, before Ida could say anything, Midoriya used his ice to close his mouth and said, let him explain." He was about to explain before you opened your mouth. Then President Mike said, "Thank you, but you didn't have to do that." Everybody was still shocked. And then everything was going smoothly. After she did the test, they went out to go to the... and then went out. After that, Midori was going to go up the front. Then Ida said, "You child, you girl, why did you do that? Do you know who I am? I'm Ida Tenshia," whatever that one called. And then Midoriya wasn't really up to talking. And then Ida said one more thing. "Were you going to talk to somebody?" And then Midoriya said, "No," an irritated voice. "No, I wasn't going to talk to somebody. You're just accusing something. I was going to go to front to get a better head start." And then, leaving him shocked, she walked up to the front, and then President Mike said, 3, 2, 1. There's no real counting in real battle. Everybody run. So does Midoriya. Midoriya slashes everything with ice, spear, and ice stuff, and then everything was going smoothly. And then when Midoriya got 70 points, 70 points, 30 in 3-pointer. I don't really know how much is that. 30 in 3-pointer, 30 in 20-pointer, in 2-pointer, and then 10 in some in the 10 in 1-pointer. That's all add up to some 30, 60, 70 points, and then she got 20 points of helping them, and that was 140 points. And then she looked down and 20 for helping people. And then she heard a big rumble of underneath the ground, and then everybody was running, so was she. But then she heard a sound said help, and then she looked back and see Uchaka under a big pile of rubble. Then she used her telekinesis and fly over there. And then when she fly over there, she used her telepathy power to take the pile off. When she did that, she saw the 0-pointer about to get close, so she uses ice magic to make swords, spear, and other stuff, and bring it to the 0-pointer. But that didn't work, so she uses ice dragon, uses ice to make dragon and stuff. And then that happens, and the pile was about to fall. Then Midoriya using her flying telepathy to fly over to Ochako and lift him up and carry him to Recovery Girl. Before they could say anything, Izumi was flying off home. When she got home, she breathed and said, I wonder if I got into UA. And then she was okay. Then she was okay and said, okay, I'll be waiting. Okay guys, that was my video. Hope you liked it. Give me a like, subscribe, and thank you. And thank you for helping me. And subscribe to What If Karma, because she helped me to do what I can do right now. So I'm saying bye. This is the end. Okay, bye.